This is Ryan Elliott for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. Just finished the weigh-in here, Martinez-Warrington 2. Eddie got pretty spicy up there, whet the appetite for tomorrow night.
Brilliant atmosphere, brilliant card, brilliant main event. You're going to see something really special tomorrow night. I mean, Josh Warrington looks, I think, better than I've seen him since we teamed up again for sure, but really focused. And I think, I say afraid, not afraid of Kiko Martinez, but afraid of not winning, because what is in front of the winner of this fight is so many unbelievable opportunities that Josh Warrington wants to write in terms of chapters for his career, and I just think he wants to win so badly. So does Kiko. Looks in tremendous shape. Go back to the weigh-in for Kid Galahad and have a look at the two weigh-ins. He looks in much better condition, full of confidence, and I think you're going to get a brilliant fight tomorrow night.
It's been a bit of a different Kiko we've seen this week compared to I was at the Galahad fight week, a bit more spite. We saw a little bit of aggression on the stage there. He's been open about the fact if he loses, he's done. How dangerous does that make him?
Makes them both dangerous, because we find a lot of fights where I say I think the loser's done, and what I mean is these guys want to compete at this level, and if they can't compete at this level, I don't think they need to or will want to carry on. And the loser of this fight, I think certainly the loser of this fight is done at world level for the time being, and that's not going to appeal to either guy. So for Kiko, he's going to be giving it everything. It's a very different style to the Kid Galahad fight. I don't think he enjoyed the style of Kid Galahad, but he found a way to win. This is actually a style in Josh Warrington for both guys that's just going to suit them both down to the ground. They can go right at it from the first round. The atmosphere is going to be sensational. You know, it's going to be like a bear pit in there, and I just think you're going to get a great fight.
Maxie Hughes and Ryan Walsh. Ryan Walsh came here super fired up, super confident. Think this could be fight of the night?
He's really confident, and he's got quite a few coming down from Norwich as well. You know, and I think he just feels so good at 9 stone 9. You know, he's been 9 stone his whole career, and he couldn't carry on anymore. Moved up to lightweight, feels fantastic. Maxie Hughes, a different kind of pressure this time. Like against Straffon, it was like, can't believe I'm in this fight and getting this opportunity. Now it's like, if I lose to Ryan Walsh, that big call for that big fight will never come, and I think that's another brilliant fight for the card.
Mally Wright up here with Louis Palmer as well. Just wanted to talk about that. There was face paint, there was shouting, there was all kinds.
For a 4-rounder on Before the Bell, I said to both guys, this might be the best 4-rounder I've ever seen. So, you know, Mally Wright, who drew against Louis Palmer last time out, and Louis Palmer's professional debut, when we talk about must-win fights, you know, sometimes when I say the loser's done or it's a must-win fight, it just means that they might not progress to the level they want to. So already in Mally Wright's career, he's in a must-win fight in his 3rd fight, and it could be a 50-50 fight. But yeah, that's Before the Bell, and it's probably on at, I don't know, 5:45. So make sure you tune in. It's a brilliant card Before the Bell and the main card, and yeah, it's a big fight for Mally Wright.
A couple of things away from this. Before the weigh-in started, I haven't actually seen it. I just saw the reaction going around. Frank Warren and Dillian White's lawyer on TalkSport seemed to really engage in numbers, quite explosive apparently. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I have. It's been going. I've been sent it about 40 times on my WhatsApp. So they're just terrorising Frank Warren. You know, I think they're taking all the control away from Frank Warren and Tyson Fury, and I've got nothing to do with it. So I don't think that I'm behind it. But you know, Jeffrey Benz, he's a very good lawyer, and he's a bulldog, and I felt like he was bang on the money. You know, a lot of big comments, a lot of big issues that were raised. Good work by TalkSport. I mean, you know, it was compelling. Great promotion for the fight, because there hasn't been any promotion. So, you know, I think he said about, you know, where's his tickets? Because he said that Frank sold all those tickets to a ticket company before, or a huge amount of those before they went online. He wants escrow because of credit ratings and stuff like that. And what else did he say? Complimentary tickets for his family. Where are they? And you know, but look, I'm sure there's parts of both that are right and wrong. But yeah, it was quite interesting.
A couple of quick ones before I let you go. I think you told Andy you were due to catch up with Alex Krasiuk. Have you spoken to him?
Not yet, no. We'll do that today. But as I said, June is still absolutely the date that we anticipate Josh Rusick will happen.
A couple more. We spoke to Ben Shalom yesterday. He says he expects Amir Khan and Kell Brook to fight on maybe one fight and then fight each other again. Your thoughts on them doing a rematch?
You know, I think it's up to those guys. I don't think anyone really wants to see the rematch, but contractually they might have to do the rematch. So, or there might be a little bit of sort of leverage back and forward. Amir Khan's been on to us, asking us how much we'd pay for the rematch, and how much we'd pay for the Conor Ben fight. Obviously, we're negotiating with Kell Brook as well, so we'll see what happens. I think, you know, for me, the only focus and importance for me is Conor Ben, and obviously he has to beat Van Heerden on April 16th. But after that, he's going to be in a massive fight in the summer, and if one of those want the fight, one of those want the payday, I'm happy to give it to him.
And last one, a random one. I saw Callum Smith's ranked number one with the WBC at light heavyweight now. I know he's meant to be back on the AJ bill whenever AJ's out. Can we expect it to be an eliminator?
Yeah, possibly. I mean, he's the mandatory for Artur Beterbiev, which, you know, is nice, but sometimes not nice as well. But Callum just wants a shot at the world title. More than happy to fight Artur Beterbiev. Looks like he's going to fight Joe Smith. We may take a final eliminator for Callum Smith in June on that AJ card, and then he'll be the mandatory to the winner of that fight, which is the unified championship. So it's a bit frustrating for a lot of these light heavyweights at the moment, but hopefully we can land them in big fights and big opportunities, as you've seen with WHYTE'S.
Eddie, thank you for speaking to Boxing Social.